Hi, everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I'm here today to do the leap of faith for air signs Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. These are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We are going to be going over the collective energy as well as the individual signs, and we're going to be talking about what is blocking you from taking this leap of faith. What energy are you working with or should be working with, and what are you moving towards? These messages have been very inspirational and allowing us to really look at what is holding us back from stepping into our purpose or taking opportunities that are most beneficial for us and our journey. So I am so glad to be doing this and having all the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our new subscribers. Welcome to the family, guys. We have had a huge influx of new subscribers, and we're so honored to have you here. Listen, we are all vibing high, so if you stick around, you'll ascend very quickly. And if you are my vibe tribe, I love you so much. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. And if you resonate with me, my energy, or these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Share with your friends, drop me a comment, let me know how it resonates with you. And if anyone would like a personal reading, I am booked up for the week, y'all. So for anyone who does come across this video this week, today is the 15th. So if anyone does need a personal reading, it will have to be next week that I finish up the rest of the personals. I am booked, okay? So I am super grateful and I am honored that y'all trust me with these messages. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know what I'd do without you. And if anyone does need to get in contact with me, all of my information is down below in the description box. So we're going to start off with the collective energy first, okay? So this is going to be for all water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, or not water signs, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so I'm going to be keeping track of the timestamps and posting in the comments. So if you are catching the replay, you can find those down in the comment section. Okay, so let's see what the blockage is for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you might be dealing with a water sign. I just got done doing fire, so there's really no reason for me to be saying water. Some of you might be dealing with a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We'll see how that comes out. But air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? So what is the blockage for the air signs? Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So I feel like this has been kind of a struggle for you guys recently, okay? Of like, what is the next step to take? We have the Eight of Cups, and clarifying that, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Strength card. So, I mean, everything that you're going through is helping you release karmic cycles and stepping into your own courage, strength, and like the way that you choose to show up in the world. But I feel like what's really blocking you from taking this step forward, like crossing the threshold, crossing that bridge, taking whatever step you need to take in order to move on to the next phase. It's like balancing out your thoughts and your emotions, right? Maybe you're juggling too many things and not taking enough time to focus on your priorities and listening to your emotions. And I feel like, especially with the Queen of Swords energy, this is more about like things from your past keeping you kind of cold and bitter when it comes to certain emotional situations. And you know, the Queen of Swords has been through a lot, guys. Like this woman has been scorned, she has been heartbroken, possibly gone through a divorce or some serious ending within a relationship that she thought, whether no matter what your gender is, that you thought was going to pan out, and it didn't. So you're using the benefit of that experience to kind of protect yourself. But the thing with that is, if we want love, but yet we're so analytical and so straightforward that we don't allow anyone too close to us, then we're not allowing ourselves to truly be vulnerable when it comes to allowing people to see the true us without that pain, right? And our pain isn't necessarily truth, it's just part of the conditioning, right? It's things that we have gone through that taught us how to speak up for ourselves, stand up for ourselves, be able to let things go that no longer serve us, and everything in between. So, you know, it does have some benefit to it, because without those dark times, we wouldn't know how to embrace the beauty that the universe has to offer. Hey, Cecilia. Awesome. Good. So we're doing the collective right now. But, you know, the thing behind the Queen of Swords energy is that even though she's very protective of her heart and not afraid to cut anyone out that is causing disruption in her life or whatever the case may be, deep down, she really wants someone who just understands her and is willing to be patient enough and diligent enough to break down those walls and, you know, not be like, oh, they're too much, you know, or whatever the case may be. I feel like you want someone to be patient with you, but you need to be patient with yourself as well. And like really start taking those steps to get to, hey, Michelle, like really start taking those steps to get to that fulfillment that you're looking for, no matter who's in your life, guys. It doesn't matter if, you know, if you're stuck in a dead-end job that's completely unfulfilling and you want to try something new, you need to take the necessary steps to go ahead and plan for that, right? Think about what you would like to do with your life. How would you like to show up and be of service? And where do you feel like your abilities will be most beneficial, right? And where do you feel like if you were there, like you would be excited to be at work? If you were in a relationship, if you want a relationship, okay, how would you treat yourself? You know, like if you were to wine and dine yourself, how would you want to be treated, right? So start taking those necessary steps in order to really love on yourself in a different way than you have before, and allow yourself to open up to that joyful experience, okay? That's when things are going to start moving in your favor, because it's going to teach you the confidence that you need in order to go after what you want and be able to open up to certain people that have, you know, proved where they stand in your life, not constantly keeping people with a 10-foot pole. Like, you know, I know you care about me, but I can't let you too close. If you're too afraid, like every successful venture involves some degree of risk. Sometimes we have to let that guard down in order to let people in, to let them see our true side, right? Because the air signs have a very beautiful mind. It can be kind of tricky, but it is a very beautiful way that they express themselves, the way they look at life, and, you know, the way that they communicate about the things that they've experienced throughout life. So honor that, guys. Like you have a very beautiful mind in the way that you speak up about things. So use that to your advantage, okay? But also know when you need to release yourself from something that is really not good for you. If it is not supporting your energy, if it is not beneficial, it's not inspiring, if it's not challenging you to be the best version of yourself, then it's really not worth it, is it? Sometimes we got to be patient, but that's where you got to listen to your intuition. And I really feel that This is going to really help your progression when it comes to the significant life changes. Okay, so that's kind of what's been blocking you or hindering the process. It's like really finding your confidence and taking that next step forward and not blocking yourself off because of past hurt. And remember to live a joyful experience and balance things out. If you're spreading yourself too thin, then you have to prioritize a little bit, okay? So what energy are the air signs working with? The Ace of Pentacles. So we go from the 2 to the 1. You start focusing on your priorities, guys, okay? Because you want everything. You have the 10 of Pentacles. So this talks about financial stability, having really beautiful, committed partnerships, whether that be in career or relationship status. It's also talking about seeing everything that you've worked so hard for, and there is a new beginning for you. There's something that Spirit wants you to take this leap with, to move towards, so that you can get what you have been looking for, longing for, but have been resisting, right? So if you know that there's something in your life that you would really like to move towards, this is really the time to start doing that, and just have faith that everything is going to work out. But you also, again, okay, so if you have been watching someone from afar, or really not, communicating to someone or something, my ears are ringing off the hook right now. There's only one thing holding you back, and that's you. Okay, it's your fear of success or a failure. Okay, and with the Decision card being here, this almost reminds me of the 8 of Swords energy, where it's like all these birds are fleeing out this cage and the door is wide open for you, but there's still a bird in the cage. Okay, and this is you. This is you afraid to spread your wings. So it's time for you to really trust your abilities to fly, to be free, right? And yeah, it's okay. But it's telling you that you need to release yourself from that which holds you back, even if that is yourself, okay? Release that control is what I'm hearing. Not everything has to make sense. Not everything has to be super easy. But when your heart is telling you to go for it, you go for it. You don't have to overanalyze. You don't have to be fearful. You can just say, you know what, I'm going to take a chance, and here's my chance, right? Because if you want this, you're going to have to take some sort of risk, okay? And if you do have any unnecessary worry that's going on, it's because it's based on a lack of self-confidence. And this is what is holding you back from moving forward, okay? And I feel like there's been a little bit of an internal conflict going on of like how to strategize. Like maybe you want to send someone a message, but you're really not sure how to, or maybe you want to speak up about something, but it's just easier to kind of hold back. And yet you feel all this pressure building and building and building, because this is something that you really want to say or do, and you just need to do it. Like, I feel like when y'all get it out, not only are you going to feel like this huge sense of relief, but it's also going to help that Wheel of Fortune really start moving in your favor, and you're going to see that momentum pick up a lot, okay? So all you got to do is plant the seed, okay? Plant the seed. So what is the air signs moving towards? The Three of Staffs, okay? So the Three of Staffs talks about really choosing a direction. The Two of Staffs talks about being at a crossroads, needing to make a decision on like how best to move forward, right? So it's about just making a decision. And honestly, it's not like so much of feeling like you need to do everything to fix it. It's about, again, planting that seed, knowing where you need to commit your energy, focusing on your priorities, and then waiting for the proper moments to align. So what is the moment that the air signs are waiting to align? What are they waiting for? Okay. So you might be waiting for an opportunity to present itself, okay? But if you are still focused on either past regret, guilt, worry, or situations that didn't necessarily go in your favor, maybe you had, some disappointed energy and like, these things didn't really go my way, or whatever the case may be, you could be missing that opportunity. So make sure you're very aware of your emotions and where your mental energy is at, because there are other possibilities that are being presented to you, and if you're not careful, you can miss that window, if that makes sense. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like them to know about what they're waiting on? Okay, yeah, because there's a sense of communication, okay, like needing to speak up about something, especially for my Aquarius, but you're still stuck. You're still stuck on trying to make a decision on what is really inspiring you, that's going to bring hope and fulfillment. You really need to believe in yourself, that when you do whatever you're feeling called to do, that it is going to work out in your favor. You just have to trust that. The only way the difficult situation is going to end is if you choose it to end. I really feel like this is more of you just making a decision. And, it's about aligning yourself with people who share your vision, people who, you might be scared of, but makes sense. It makes sense. You just feel it. You know that this is a direction that you need to head in. So it's about just owning and moving forward, okay? Owning your decision, making a clear decision, and knowing that progress is available to you when you make this decision to go after what you are being drawn to, okay? Especially with the star card. This is like, the energy is balancing out. Honoring your emotions. I'm hearing it so clearly. Honor your emotions, but also be aware of your emotions, because your emotions can also distort your image, like the way that you're perceiving things. So it's really important that you ground yourself right now, especially with Mercury retrograde and all the other planets that are in retrograde, all the eclipses we're having. This is a very intense time. So just be aware of what's going on in your head. And if it feels super fearful, then that's your ego trying to bring up things that need to be healed. Okay. But if your heart starts like, I need to reach out, I wonder what they're doing, I wonder what this is going to be, and it's getting you excited and like really passionate and very curious, these are the things that you want to start moving towards. Not fear, but excitement. Okay, so let's see what message they have for our air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very strong Aquarius. I do see Earth here. I'm honestly seeing everything, but very specific signs. I'm seeing Leo and Aquarius here. So, but remember, these are general readings, so please take what applies and leave what doesn't. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition, okay? So anything that has been triggering you lately, or if you're seeing a lot of things around you that are just very disruptive, it's because there is something going on inside. When you are at a place of internal peace and gratitude, you see it everywhere. When you are in a state of fear and lack, you see it everywhere. So everything that you're witnessing in your external environment that is bringing up emotions motion for you, whether you want to be involved or pull back from it, it doesn't matter. They're telling you things that need to be addressed, okay? And they're telling you that you don't have to live in a state of fear or lack or overanalyze, because you have what it takes to be happy, and happiness is your birthright, okay? You deserve this, air signs, okay? Yes, good. Let that purge happen, girl. Let it happen. It is not comfortable by any means, but let me tell you, I'm so grateful for those purge moments, because as much as I have cried my freaking eyes out lately, as much as I have gone through the purge, the hurt, the heartbreak over and over again, because there's so many things that I was not aware of, things that I had even been lying to myself, and I am a terrible liar, but I have built these things in my head for so long that I thought it was true, and it wasn't. And it wasn't. And now that I have gotten to this place, because I dig for truth, I want knowledge, I want wisdom, I want to be connected, I want to be in alignment. The more that I reach for that goal, the more that I feel into that I'm moving into purpose, that I am in purpose, the more I see things clearly, the more I feel things clearly, and the more that I see miracles happening. So let that purge happen, because it is there for a reason, okay? Yep. So, all right, guys. So let's move on to the signs. Who do we want to do? They're wanting to start with Gemini. All right, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. So, Gemini. What is the blockage for Gemini when it comes to this leap of faith? What is the blockage for Gemini, please? And y'all, don't forget, I am doing mini readings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Okay? So if anyone would like a personal mini reading, then you can join me for that on Whispers of Grace, this channel, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a $15 minimum donation. But yeah, so make sure, because I'm sure you won't get a notification if you're subscribed, because I do so many videos. But anyway, Gemini. Okay, so listen, y'all. You got 9 of Cups on the bottom. Okay, so you have really all your hopes and your dreams aligning for you right now. The only thing that is holding you back is the fact that there's still a lot of past fears that are creeping up that is robbing you of your self-confidence. Okay? It is robbing you of your strength. Hey, Robert, how are you? Yes, absolutely. Well, we are on you, my friend. So yeah, there's certain things in your past that have robbed you, not only of your truth, like your perception of things, but of how you view yourself. Okay. So this is really going to be an important time for you to work on this week, or whenever you come across this video, because we do have the Strength card and the 4 of Swords. And this really says that, you know, maybe you've been taking too much time just trying to run away from stress or drama instead of facing your own, right? Like, I know Gemini, they're like major helpers, man. They always want everyone to feel good, and they can be kind of flighty sometimes, but they're trying to make sure everyone's good, you know? So they really end up putting themselves on the back burner, and they also sometimes tend to listen too much to other people's views. But the one thing that I will say about my bestie, who is a Gemini, she always does what she wants. Like, there's a lot of times that she does go for things that really don't serve her, but she's always very dedicated in making her own decisions. So that's one of the things where that can either really hurt us or really benefit us. When we have that confidence that we know we're making the right decision and going after what feels great, what feels inspiring, what feels exciting, right? Hey, Joe, how are you? But it's like also learning to forgive yourself of where you gave your power away. Okay. Like where you tried to please too many others in the past, Gemini. This is talking about like really choosing to put yourself on that platform. Like you're not number 5, you're not number 3, you are number 1, and you need to be a priority in your life. When it comes to having the courage to go after what you want, when it comes to speaking your mind, if you have to roar, you fucking roar. If you have to be gentle and forgive, you forgive, right? And it's also saying that you are the one that needs to sever those cords to anything that is not serving your highest good, whether that be belief patterns, habits, people, places, things. There's so much that we can release to help us better align with our purpose, okay? So what energy is Gemini working on right now? Gemini. What energy is Gemini working with, please? When it comes to this leap of faith. Or what energy should they work with? You're contemplating something. Okay. Quit being the wounded warrior. You are not a victim, Gemini. Okay. So if you have ever had your power taken from you, if you've ever had your voice taken from you, this is a time to forgive them and yourself. Okay. This is also a time for you to realize that it is up to you to take your power back, right? You are not a victim. You are not in lack. You are not, something to just be cast aside. You are fucking magician. You are the major manifester. So whatever you put your focus on will manifest, okay? And this is also telling you that, yes, you have been hurt in the past, but you do not need to build a wall around you because you are beautiful. You are such a unique energy, Gemini. And like a lot of us can really benefit from that, okay? And so it's like knowing that we need to stay determined and move forward to remove these walls that we have built around ourselves in order to protect due to fear of rejection or judgment or whatever the case may be. Maybe you're scared to let people too close because you've had that power taken before. But when you take your power back, no one can take it from you. You know what I'm saying? When you're standing in your true power, no one can take that from you. You might have had a false idea that you had power at one point, but you wouldn't have just given it away so freely. And it's probably because there's codependency issues or needing validation or trying to be someone that is needed, right? I know a lot of Geminis deal with that. They want to be needed. So they end up, kind of doing whatever they need to in order to be accepted. And so then you just build these walls and these walls. And it's like you're constantly on defense after all this traumatic experience because of things that you allowed into your life trying to fit into their mold. And Gemini cannot fit into a mold. Gemini needs to be free, okay? Gemini needs to be free to express themselves however they may need and do whatever feels good. Like, you are not meant to be a one-way babe, okay? I don't know where that came from, but like, you need to be prepared for any possibility, and that's kind of what you're feeling like. Like, I got to be on guard. Right? But you don't. You don't. Lay those burdens down because it's not your burden to carry anymore. It is time for you to get to the truth of the matter, realize how fucking awesome you are, and go after what you want and realize that you should be confident because personally, Spirit loves the shit out of you. So All right. We do have the Page of Wands here. So maybe you used to deal with a lot of like player energy, where no one really wanted to fully commit or be what you needed to be. But that's why you need to be what you need to be, right? Like when you move into purpose and move into your authentic self, then those energies will align with you. And in this deck, it says that you need to follow your passion and that you are ready for this challenge. You just need to have enough courage to pick up that fucking stick and be like, this is my passion and I will move forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are ready for this new adventure and you just need to move forward with confidence, okay? Hi, Bina. How are you? Hey, Christina G. But yeah, there are definitely some things that need to come to an end for you and balance out. Whoever is going through separation or divorce, like these are things that really need to kind of, I feel like you need to cut the cords with somebody. And with the Seven of Swords and the King of Pentacles, there could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo that you choose to move away from. Okay, because the energy exchange was not balanced. And if this was someone that took your power away, once you choose that different route and cut the energetic cords with this person, you will be successful. Okay, so even if it's not an earth sign, the only other way that I could think about this is if they were like always concerned about money and always working and never really took time out for you. And when I see the Seven of Swords, I always think of like, if you have been down a dark road and have really lived most of your life without a lack of, or with a lack of clarity, or just not really seeing things purely right, there, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And your spirit guides are trying to tell you there is a different approach to this situation. So choose what's best for you. Okay, because there is a better course of action available, and you will be successful when you pick up that wand, like I was saying. Okay, so yeah, have that confidence, Gemini. You are worth it. So what advice do we have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. What advice do we have for Gemini? Whoa, okay. So we're going to read that one last. Yeah, look, see, and this is exactly what I was talking about. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Okay, you have been through a lot of fucking shit, Gemini. And listen, if you don't like cussing, then swerve, okay? Because I cuss, and it is what it is. But my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Okay, so it's all about how you choose to look at the situation. Know that all these things that you have been through are teaching you more about how to stand up for yourself, claim your personal power, quit playing victim, and just choose what you want to align yourself with. Root yourself, ground yourself, as I was saying, in the collective energy, okay? In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. If you feel like you are stuck in a fear mentality, this is when you need to quiet yourself. Get away from people that are influencing you. If you are surrounded by drama, you're going to feel drama. And it's really important that you start listening to your internal guidance system and trusting what your guides are telling you, okay? So what is, yeah, when I'm in alignment with love of the universe, disrupted, this is about you claiming your personal power, okay? This is about you finding that inner peace and knowing that when you are in alignment and centered with yourself, which you do through prayer, meditation, and contemplation, finding your truth, your peace will not be disrupted. Okay? So I hope that helps you, Gemini. So we are going to move on to Aquarius. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. So what is the blockage for Aquarius when it comes to taking a leap of faith? The Nine of Pentacles. How is the Nine of Pentacles a blockage, guys? Okay? How is the Nine of Pentacles? We're going to get some clarification on this because I'm nosy. I'm nosy. Why is the Nine of Pentacles the blockage, guys? Okay. Interesting. Aquarius has a decision to make. Okay. Well, Vina, do you have a decision to make? Especially when it comes, if you were dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Okay. I also see Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Virgo, Sagittarius. You could have a lot of people involved in your life. Okay. A Virgo. Okay. All right. So hear me out. Hear me out, Vina. Okay. So you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is saying that this is something that you feel could really benefit your life in a lot of different ways. Like, I'm getting the tingles. I'm almost getting a little giddy, right? This is something that makes you feel really, really fucking good. So why is this a blockage? Because there's a lot of mental energy when it comes to this situation and this person. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best of circumstances. Maybe there's been a few hiccups in between, but in reality, it's like you're holding yourself back from actually making a decision, Aquarius. Okay, so if you know something feels good, if you know something is calling to you, drawing to you, why are you being so resistant? Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Decision card, which I always kind of take as like the major arcana of Eight of Swords, with the Two of Swords. So there's something that you're not seeing clearly because it's all up here, right? You're over analyzing, can't make a proper decision on how to approach this person or to accept this person. You could also be needing to do some research, and you're just like, you know, and this person could either be super fucking patient with you, or you were just like wanting to take your time to see where it's going because there are other people possibly involved, right? So the way that I look at it is there are certain things that need to be healed, especially when it comes to like past relationships, because I definitely feel like this is more on like the relationship front. You are the master manifester in this spread right now, and I'm seeing it very clearly. So it's whatever you want to happen with this, you need to make a clear choice. Okay, there is the Chariot card. So again, if it is something you want to move towards, could be a Cancer, but I feel like this is more just forward movement of allowing the energies to balance out. Let spirit guide you, but also take control of those reins. You have control of where your chariot moves, and when you allow spirit to guide you, it's like the ultimate team. You know what I'm saying? When you are trusting the information that you're receiving and you willingly move in that direction, you are a force to be reckoned with. Okay, and there are things from the past that need to be addressed because there is a relationship that is just for you that is being missed here. There's love that is being missed because of past circumstances. And any internal conflict that you're dealing with, or even external conflict, is stuff that you are manifesting. So be very careful of what energy you are putting out, because this energy just took a totally different turn than when I felt this. You know what I'm saying? So there's this lot of conflict, a lot of back and forth, and there's definitely a lot of healing that needs to take place of why are you being so resistant and leaving either someone out in the cold, or why are you feeling disconnected, okay? And with the solutions in the Hermit card, this is like temperance in the Hermit. There's a situation where the energies are going to balance out, or need to balance out, between your mental and emotional state, so you can become more centered in this moment and allow the healing to take place, because you're finally doing the reflection. You're allowing that enlightening energy to come in and give you the answers that you need. But I do feel like this is probably going to be a slow process. But again, look at this card, okay? You are free to make your own decision, Aquarius, but you have to make it for yourself. That gate is wide open. The only reason why you're not going through it is because you're not sure if you'll succeed. It's fear. It is not truth, okay? So whether you're afraid of success or failure, okay, those are things you need to address, because your wings will carry you. You have what it takes to make this decision. You just need to be clear on what decision you want to make, okay? So let's see. Yeah, figure out what you want to invest your time in, okay? No matter what it is. Hi, Maria. How are you? Thank you for being here. But again, that Two of Swords on the bottom, okay? Need to make a decision. Choose wisely of where you want to plant your seeds, okay? If there is something that you want to invest in, right? You might have to be a little patient with it. I don't think it's just going to be like, ooh, there's my decision. Everything's going to be golden now. No, I feel like this is more of a trust factor, okay? You want someone to earn your trust, and you want to earn theirs, and that takes time, okay? But you also have to make a willing decision of how to move forward in this situation, so that you both have that opportunity to do it, okay? And you might not be exactly like satisfied where everything is right now, but that doesn't mean that it won't be beneficial in the long run when you actually put in some effort, because there's an offer here. There's messages of, or, you know, an energy exchange of love here. Okay. So whatever your heart is calling to, you know, I feel like someone's waiting on you to reach out, or maybe you're waiting to reach out to someone else. I don't know. Maybe you're waiting on them. Who knows? These are general. But I'm telling you, there's something that you want to invest in, whether it be relationship or not, because we do have a lot of earth energy here. So it could be, you know, a career opportunity that really gets you feeling great and super, you know, excited about next phase in life. So again, take however it resonates. But oh, good. We are on Aquarius right now. But yeah, this is one of those things where you just, I also feel like, okay, so it says messages regarding relationships or social invitations. So even if like you have been ignoring someone, or someone has been ignoring you, and y'all are meant to come together, there might be some invitations that are coming up that you might actually want to, you know, kind of think about going, because you might actually run into each other, and that's just going to be another sign, okay? So what you're moving towards, fast movement, okay? You will make your decision, you will plant your seed, and you will choose what direction you want to move in, but that's up to you, Aquarius, okay? It says time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. But this is like that moment. Aha! I know what I need to move towards. I need to go get it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it feels. I know what I want to invest in. I know where I want to put my energy. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Have this in your chart. Maybe they do. But it could be someone or you, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. There's a lot of different energies here. But this, okay, listen. This is someone who has a very full heart for you. Okay, whether this be you or them, but this is someone that has a lot of emotion for you. They are willing to move just as quickly as you are. Okay, you're both coming out as knights, and this is something that they really want to balance out and build with. Okay, because they know, you know, that this is going to be like a long lasting thing for both of you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, another message. So for Aquarius, you know, the energy that comes with this card says strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. So diligently moving forward with authority and conviction that you are committed to making this decision, and you have thought about it, you have overanalyzed it, and you are ready to make that decision and move forward towards whatever this is. And look, they're heading right towards each other. Okay. Now, the person you are dealing with, whether they are fire sign or not, because we do have air, water, fire, and earth, so all signs, but it's also saying time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing what to do, whether that be for you or the other person. But this card does say this energy is very confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. So if that represents someone that you may be dealing with, then take it for what it's worth. Hi, everyone. Hey, Jeanette. I'm sorry, I'm not really keeping too much track on the comments, so please don't think that I'm ignoring you. I love you all. Okay, so let's see what message we have for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Wasn't I just saying, like, with that decision card, let yourself be free, Aquarius. Be fearless and bold in your decision-making process. Don't allow yourself to stay rooted in fear and like in a lack mentality because you feel like you're not worthy or deserving, or that nothing ever works out in your favor, because you are worthy, you are deserving, and you deserve to feel joy and be free. Okay, be free to express yourself, be free to love, be free to go after what you want, and be unapologetic about what you desire. Okay, so I hope that helps y'all. All right, moving on to Libra. What do we have for my Libra friends? Okay. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the blockage for Libra, please, when it comes to taking the leap of faith? Okay. Interesting. Where are y'all going with that one? How many Libras do I have in the house? How many Libras? I need some confirmation here. Even y'all got me questioning. Okay. I'm not sure if some of you are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Because again, I'm picking up on so many different energies. I feel like this can go two different ways. Some of you are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, that I feel like you're kind of wanting to move away from, and very quickly, okay? Maybe someone poured their emotions out to you and Libra's like, hell to the nah. And even though the Ten of Cups is here, there's I feel like someone's trying to convince you that they can make you happy, but you're just not feeling it, if that makes sense. Okay. We have the Seven of Staffs, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Staffs. So it's like, I don't know if someone's like trying to convince you to go against your instincts, if that makes sense, in order to accept the offer that they're trying to give to you. And even though the Ten of Cups is here, it feels very conflicting, guys, very conflicting. So this might not be for everyone, and I'll go about my other version, but I feel like I need to say this. So whoever this is meant for, I mean, I'm getting hot. It's making me nervous. You know, like this is almost like stalker energy, okay? Like making me feel not very good vibrations. And so don't let anyone try to convince you of what you're actually feeling, okay? Because I mean, like, I'm getting hot. It's weird. And not in a good way, not like ooh, hot and bothered. No, this is like making me a little nervous, okay? So be very careful of anyone you have been dealing with in your past, because I feel like they're trying to control your options for the future. Well, if I can convince them now, then they won't find someone else. They're not really good for you, okay? Yeah, Michelle, listen to it, because I'm telling you, there's something off here. It's more about control and manipulation so they can control your happiness. That's what I'm seeing, okay? So this is a really good time for you to pay attention to your intuition, what your body is telling you, and stand up for your personal power. You know, do what you have to do. I do see Libra like really moving away or needing to move away from this situation fast, if this makes sense for you. That's not going to make sense for everyone. But there are a lot of burdens and blockages that this person is trying to keep around your options for happiness. So be very aware of that. So for the other half of you, or other majority of you, I don't know if that was just one specific person or if that's going to resonate for a couple, but the message is there, so take how it resonates. I already feel better moving on from that. If that is your situation, run for the hills. Okay, this person is not good for you. So, but again, that's y'all's decision. I cannot tell y'all what to do. I can just put it out there. But if your gut was already telling you, there's that confirmation. Move the fuck on, okay? They're very insecure and have no idea what they're playing with, and it's not good energy, okay? It makes me very, very I don't even know what to say. It's very disturbing, okay? So for the other part of you, I feel like what this blockage is really talking about is when it comes to certain offers and people like honestly wanting to be more open-hearted with you, you're like in flight mode, okay? It's like running away from emotional commitment. You don't want to get too attached, if that makes sense. And so therefore you're kind of blocking yourself from, and you see how different the energies are, okay? I don't know if you can tell within my energy like how different it is, but there are certain few of you that are in like fight or flight mode. And if anyone tries to tell you something that you've heard before, or, you know, tries to give you some sort of emotion, you just want to be free. You don't want any attachments. And, you know, so then you have to kind of think like, well, if there's no attachment, you don't want a relationship, and you don't want someone to be emotionally available with you, then what do you want? Because the Ten of Cups is there, and that talks about committed, stable family life, happiness, children, the whole white picket fence deal. But there's a lot of blockages around this. And with the Seven of Staffs being here too, it's like when these kind of opportunities arise, like it almost makes you defensive. So these are things that you really might need to work on if you want the happy home family life, but yet you're scared of it. Then I would honestly suggest some regression. Okay, there are things that are underneath the surface that are keeping you blocked off from actually having that fulfilling family life, that deep soulful connections where you feel like you can grow old with this person. And if you're just not finding that, and yet you're very defensive towards anyone who tries to offer you, then it's one of those things where you have to realize you're blocking yourself. Okay, and it's because you have been so good at keeping people from getting too close or seeing really how independent you are. Like, they see you're independent. They want some of that Libra, you know what I'm saying? But you're just not having it. Well, if you want love and you want relationship, you have to at least allow yourself to be open to the chance, correct? So take that into consideration, Libra. Now, when it comes to the energy that you are working with, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, we have the Magician in the World. So, this is talking about you being the creator of your reality. Again, could be a Virgo. But whatever life you want, you can have it, Libra. It's up to you to decide, okay? But there are going to have to be some certain patterns and belief systems that are left behind that are not necessarily serving your highest good anymore, okay? When you make that choice of what kind of life you want and dedicate to manifesting that life, you will be able to create that, and it will just magically appear. You will be led to all the places, people, and things that are going to align with that lifestyle you want to live. And with the world being here, this is like some very significant shifts for Libra, okay? And this is like coming into your own understanding of what spiritual maturity and spiritual growth looks like, and seeing everything that you have been through come full circle, right? Archangel Michael, like, this is our protector. This is saying, whatever you want, I got you, babe. I'm here. I'm watching you. I will fight for you in all these different realms, and I will make sure that you stay on track, but you have to let me know what track we're heading down, is what he's saying. He's coming in very clear, Libra. So a lot of you might already be connecting to Archangel Michael, whether you realize it or not. But, he is our protector. He is our cord cutter. He is there to help make sure that we are safe and can easily transition by letting go of our past and stepping into our future with his protection. Okay? So you will have clarity. You will see truth. And don't allow anything that might seem like a bump in the road to hinder your process, because you're really coming into a clearer picture of what needs to be released. And again, this is his sword. He's saying, what you need me to cut out, boo? I got you. You know what I'm saying? You want me to shame somebody? I'm just kidding. He wouldn't do that. But he will cut those energetic cords, okay? He will give you the truth that you are seeking if you call upon him, okay? And this is going to allow you to stand in your power, and it's going to allow you to follow your heart and go after that real committed energy that you're secretly deep down wanting. Okay, so what energy is Libra moving towards? What is this leap of faith? What are they moving towards, please? What is Libra moving towards? The Eight of Cups. So, again, it's not the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups is being blocked off by whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So there is definitely some insight that needs to happen. This is definitely part of your spiritual journey, Libra. And they're telling you that there is a better path waiting for you. There is a better opportunity that is available to you that is going to bring you everything that you're looking for when it comes to emotional fulfillment. You know what is right for you, and this is just a part of your quest to find happiness and find truth within self and within your journey and stepping into purpose, leaving behind what is comfortable and familiar so you can go in search of your destiny. Okay? That's honestly what I see. Don't hold on or be resistant. Okay? Because there are certain things that need to be analyzed, and this is going to give you a real chance to start over and look at yourself with a fresh pair of eyes and see how your mentality and your belief systems have been creating this false narrative in your life. Okay? So, oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Jason was telling me that the other day. He was like, it's just so weird, and you're so like above, the timelines and stuff. I did a reading for him well over a year ago, and he let his twin watch it, and it still resonates after a year of everything they're going through. So it is pretty crazy. I don't know how I do what I do, but I love what I do. So I'm very honored to be sharing these abilities with y'all. All right, so let me get some clarification. What guidance do we have for Libra? Okay. What guidance do we have for Libra when it comes to this leap of faith? I like that one. One more, please. I know you got one more for Libra. There we go. Thank you, babes. All right. So I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Okay? This is allowing your heart space to expand to full potential. This is about trusting your emotions, trusting your intuition, and allowing people to see what you are willing to do and go after when you listen to your heart, and be so fearless and unapologetic about what you desire. Whatever you put your intention into is going to manifest itself. I've already told you this. Okay, so follow your heart, pay attention to your emotions, and everything that you touch will grow in such a beautiful, like, inspired, divine way. Okay, I promise. And happiness is your birthright. You deserve to be happy, Libra. You deserve to have your hopes and your dreams fulfilled. You deserve to have everything that you dream of. But sometimes our dreams can be a little disoriented when we're still living in a very 3D existence or holding on to a lot of baggage. We don't really know what we need or what we want out of life until we move into purpose and to our authentic truth, okay? So listen, Cynthia, baby, we've talked about this, hon. Okay, so if you feel anxious, you might be feeling his energy. We've worked on cutting those cords, but if you are worried about it, it will come, and there's going to be a lot of fear attached to it. You don't know that it's going to happen yet, okay? So don't fear it. If he responds, don't answer. Don't answer. Okay? You do not have to feed into his bullshit. Do not give your power to him in any sort of way, because you already know he's manipulative. So don't do anything that's going to set you back. Okay? You've already done so much work. Stay on course. Don't fear it, because if you're thinking about him and there's fear involved, then you're going to manifest that shit. Don't do that to yourself. Realign with the heart space. If we need to do another session, we can do that too. You know I got you, okay? You are supported, you are loved, you are amazing, and don't allow anyone or anything to disrupt your peace. Do you hear me? Okay? You have been doing so much work, Cynthia. Do not let him stop that process. Okay? Okay? So, with that being said, I love you guys so much. I wish you the best of luck. If anyone needs a personal reading, I will have to kind of cut off this week. Okay, so if you want to get on the list, because there is a list, I will get started on the rest of them next week. So if you need a personal reading, you can find all of my information down below in the description box. You can also, if anyone wants to donate to help support the channel, there is a donation link down below. Don't forget, I will be going on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight for mini readings with a $15 minimum love donation if anyone wants a personal reading. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Spread the love, guys. Drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Keep up the good work. Stay fierce, my friends, and shine your light no matter what. And kick everything else to the damn curb. You hear me? All right. I love you guys. Bye.